Hi, I wanted to address this in a video because there may be other relevant information that I can share. So yes, you have a great chance at being a revenue officer and probably a better chance than a lot of other people just because of your education. So a revenue officer is in collections, and I just looked up an open career job posting from the IRS for a revenue officer, and they don't ask for a background in accounting. So any training that you would need of what to look for in the accounting area, they will train you on. So they do like degrees, and all of the applications that I've ever had ask you if you have a high school diploma, if you have a background in any of these fields that you're looking at. They ask if you have a bachelor's, a master's, a PhD, anything, if you've completed part of those programs. And then you do have to provide transcripts, diplomas, things like that, anything that can prove what you are applying, what you're putting on your application. Even if you don't have a background collecting money or in tax or in accounting, then for certain jobs, like being a revenue officer, they don't care. They probably will like that you were a correctional officer. I don't know if they'd care about your master's being in criminal justice, but the fact that you have no problem going up to people and, being assertive and like showing your authority, that will probably gain you some points, your experience. Having a master's, from my experience, does increase your GS level when you enter. So if you start, for a lot of these jobs, if you have a high school diploma, then you can start at like a GS 5. And then if you have a bachelor's, you can often start at a 7. A master's, you can start at, I think, a 9. And so it helps, and each grade level is a significant pay increase. So when you apply the grade level, you can't really negotiate, but your steps, you sometimes can. So it's a chart where your grade level, your GS level, that is increased based on your education, usually. Sometimes you can tell them based on, prior government experience, other things you should, qualify for a certain level. You can always try that, might not always work. But then every year or every other year, you increase in steps, and that is also semi-negotiable, and it increases your pay. It's also kind of based on experience, so worth having a discussion with if you get to an interview. But yes, long story short, you have a great chance. There are openings currently for being a revenue officer on the IRS's site. It is usajobs.gov, and you should definitely be looking. It does take a long time unless someone is desperate and wants to hire immediately. It can take a very, very long time. So if you are currently unemployed, I'd be looking for other work as well, and then jump on this when the opportunity arises.